Hey everyone, so as you can see from the video, I've actually had some time to clean my hobby room. Due to being signed up to the Northern Open, a big thanks to Luke for doing that for me because I was at work at the time. I've got the motivation now to get on with my Morats, so I've had a nice big tidy over here and I've got some space to paint. Now that I've got my hobby room back to like a state that I can actually do some painting in, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the Morats that I'm going to do for ITS 2017. So it dropped the other day, and like I say, my first one's going to be the Northern Open 7, which I'm really excited about. And for this season, I'm going to try and take Morat Aggression Force. Never played Morats before. I have played against them once before, so I'm not really sure what to expect or what really to put in my list. But I think they look really cool. They're fantastic miniatures, and I suppose the colour scheme I'm going to go with for this army, I'm just going to pull up an image so you can see what I'm kind of thinking, but I'd like the main bulk of the armour to be purple, and then where on the studio miniatures they have red, I want mine to have yellow. I would like to have sort of these blue faces and sort of black for the cloth, and sort of light green for the lights. I think it's going to look really cool. I suppose I've gone off the colour wheel to kind of work out what works well together. So I've got sort of like the purple and the yellow, and then the complementary of the blue together, to hopefully sort of get something that's going to look really nice. I'm still kind of undecided about what's going to be in the list. Like I say, I've not played them before. At the moment I'm still kind of in that research stage of, well, what's going to work. I don't necessarily even know the must-haves yet, and the Northern Open hasn't actually put out their missions yet, so I don't really know what's actually needed in terms of specialists, or sort of who's going to play what kind of role. So I suppose thinking about what I have kind of put together as a sort of a short list, and I suppose some of the thoughts that I'm thinking at the moment before I show you what I have got, is this. So I'm kind of thinking of having Cornac as my lieutenant. I think having that extra command token used as a order is just really beneficial. I think that's really useful. I'm thinking about having Anyat in a link team with Morats. So having a Morat hacker, a Morat forward observer, and a paramedic maybe. I don't know if that's going to change depending on the mission. Then thinking about having 2 Icadrons just because they're really cheap for full orders. It's 9 points. I think that's really good, which is why I've got the hacker. So I kind of need to balance out whether that's worth it having, but I think having those flamers is going to be pretty cool. Then I'm thinking about having a Yao-Gat, or 2 Yao-Gats, both with Spitfires. I think it's going to be nice and punchy, have that MSV level 2, and dish out a bit of pain. And then have Dr. Worm and 1 Slave Drone, so I can do some of the missions and get some objectives. And then in group 2, I'm thinking about having a Total Reaction Q Drone. Again, there's a bit of HMG. It means I can lock down some fire lanes without having to think about it. I can plop in there and use the order elsewhere. Then having an Osnat with, thinking about the light smoke grenade launcher just because it's the cheaper one, and then having 4 Praetors just because they're really cheap orders, and just sort of run up and do some chain rifle blurness. It's a really different playstyle to what I'm used to. Not sure how it's going to work. I would have really liked to put some Rodoks in there. I'd like a Rodok link team, as Tom and Mayakas keeps talking about and having a lot of fun with, but it just eats up so many points I can't justify it. So maybe for like limited insertion, I think that'd be really cool, which is something I'm quite excited to try out when that does drop, when that's available in a tournament. I think that'd be really fun. What I'm going to do now is show you a little bit what I have got already. At the moment I've only got the Aggression Force starter bot. So at the moment I haven't got a great deal of myself and then Cornac. So I've got about, if I'm going to do the list I've spoken about, I've got about £80 worth of stuff to buy. you know, sort of the Morat box, the drone box, some Praters. I might use the Gakis and Praters all as one, just to save on money, and then 2 Yaogats. So I don't know, we'll see. I might end up borrowing some stuff, but I might also pick it up too. So I'm going to get on and crack on and start painting these guys. I'm just going to end up going for just sort of like a tabletop finish, really. I'm not going to spend way too long on these. I just want them to look nice and be done, really. So we'll see how we go on. Alright then, so I've had enough for today. My back is starting to hurt because I haven't got the best of painting chairs. So I thought I'd show you how I've been getting on. So I've just kind of laid down some base coats, but I suppose for the first time I have tried to do Zenfuel highlighting with my airbrush, and I think it's came out okay. It's obviously not the best, but you know, I think it's going to look quite cool and it's nice and quick to do. So you know, there's still a good few more hours to put into these guys, but I've made a start today and just want to show you sort of how the colour scheme might look. So let me know in the comments below what you think of the colours, if you like them, and any sort of comments or criticisms about what you think. So I'll keep you updated with how I get on with these guys, and see you next Saturday. I'm back, baby.